this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. India will not travel to Saudi Arabia for the AFC Asian Cup 2027. We're out of the final round qualifiers after match day 4. 2 points from 4 matches are just not good enough for us. A home draw against Bangladesh, a home draw away a few days back in Singapore, and then a loss in June to Hong Kong, and then on the 14th night in Goa. And this result throws up a lot of questions. And Indian football will need to find answers to those. But I would like to stick to the Indian national team for this moment, because I think and I believe the question has to be who can stay and who needs to go, or generally speaking, who is willing to go. Clear to me is 41-year-old Sunil Chhetri, for him, time is up. Other senior players, Rahul Beke, Sandesh Jingan, we need to have a conversation. On the other side, I'm not a fan of the idea that the India under-23s becomes the senior national team. And I stick to what I said a few days ago. The under-23s, yes, surely, some of those players will be our future, but I don't see them being fully ready. And whenever someone has stepped up in the last few years, no one has really been able to convince or really seal a place. So we need to figure out which can be our spine, who can be part of that spine, and keep the other positions open. Let the players prove that they can be part of an Indian national team. If I start in goal, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, for me, with the comeback that he's made, at least for the next 2-3 years, can be India number 1, if not longer. We can most probably build on Ritik Tiwari as a future number 1. If I look at defense, I spoke about Sandesh Jingan, Rahul Beke. Anwar Ali is the one who needs to stay. He has stabilized his performances at senior level, and then we'll have to see. There are a lot of potential options, young options like an Abhishek Thekcham in the wingback positions, while Puya can still get better. But as another centre-back, someone whose name I've mentioned a few times in the last few weeks, who I liked him at Chennai and also like him at Kerala Blasters, is the under-23 captain Bikash Jungnam. I think if given time, he can grow to be a senior national team player. If I move into midfield and start off first with defensive midfield, then we need to retain Puya. He showed against Singapore how important he can be, and we need that kind of a player. I do also think Suresh Wangjam has a few more years in him, the same as Nikhil Prabhu. And then we can figure out. I like Manolo Marquez, rate Ayush Chhetri a lot, but Ayush Chhetri needs to step up. Namte is another one. Wood needs to step up. Vibhan Mohanan, some of us would have thought he was a little further down the road. Again, also needs to step up. If we then go into the attacking positions, our attacking talisman, Lalinzwala Changte. If he plays like he did against Singapore at home, of course that goal stands out, but look at the workload, look at the chances that he created. Changte could be that player around whom we can rally the troops. Because that is our biggest problem. It is not just the striker. It is the wingers who create for the strikers. Liston hasn't been able to do it. Manveer hasn't been able to do it. Liston, Ashik, even players like Sahal. Yeah. Mahesh Naorem also needs to step up, if I'm being honest. And if we're looking at central strikers, is it Rahim Ali? Is it Irfan Yadwat? Is it, as many people want, a Suhail Bhatt or an Edmund or a David? A lot of names, but the lack of experience and international quality is a big drawback. And if Khalid Jamil stays on as a coach, his decision for the November squad for the away match in Bangladesh could be a first indication. Even though a discussion for another day, Khalid Jamil's future. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? I have not thrown in every name that we could have discussed. But as I say, it's time for change. But we have to be smart. Evolution rather than a revolution. Transition is going to be a key word. Write down your points, opinions below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.